Coming up tonight on Business Live, Celtel granted full authorization by National Communications Authority as an internet and public data service provider. How that impacts the Ghana Smart City project? We'll be speaking with Executive Chairman of Celtel Networks, Dr. Prince Kofi Klugerson. Also coming up, soil fertility decline identified across the country as a factor contributing significantly to low crop yield. We'll tell you how the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research is working to fix that.
Nutrient mining occurs and the fertility status of the soil is decreasing. That is why we are rolling out this technology so that you can, amend or improve the soil fertility status and support the yield of maize.
Plus, the agri sector risks negative impact if Ghana's e-waste menace is not quickly addressed.
About 10% to 20% of our materials that we import in already arrive as waste. And there is a need to find ways that we can environmentally handle the waste that comes out of it. Because this waste that we are talking about contains some value and contains some hazard.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. My name is Daryl Kwao. It's great to be with you tonight on Business Live. We've got details right after this break. Thanks for being with us tonight on Business Live. Now, as Ghana marches towards full digitalization, a wholly owned Ghanaian company, Celtel Networks Limited, has been granted full authorization by the National Communications Authority as an internet and public data service provider in Ghana to give a big push to the country's digital economy agenda. The authorization clears the way for Celtel to roll out its much touted and long-awaited Ghana Smart City project. Here to tell us more is Executive Chairman of Celtel Networks and one of the pioneers of Ghana's technology, Dr. Prince Kofi Klugerson. Great to be with you tonight on Business Live. Tell us a bit more about this authorization that Celtel has been granted, and what does it mean for the Smart City project?
Thank you, Daryl. Celtel Networks, for the last 2 years or so, we've been trying to, again, begin a very major project, a massive project, to be able to transform Ghana again in support of government efforts, to be able to become a digital economy. To become a digital economy, one of the major issues that required most of the network that we built until current is on voice networks. So look at the issues that are going on right now for the last 3 weeks or so in Parliament about the electronic e-levy or whatever it is. Those electronic issues, the E, for instance, were something that we did many years ago, which is electronic. But we have moved forward again from that, to be able to go digitalization or transforming, the country, to be able to create jobs. So Celtel Networks, in collaboration with the major companies in the world of technology, Cisco, Facebook, whatever, has gotten together for the last 2 or 3 years to roll a whole new network for Ghana. To do that, one needs to be able to, get, license authorization from the National Communications Authority. And luckily, by the grace of God, we managed to get through that. And the first quarter of next year, one of the major issues that we're also doing, Ghana is a very major country, but if you look at the African Continental Trade Agreement, most of the issues that needed to be done are digitalization. But one of the major problems that hanging Ghana behind is that most of the equipment that are being used for the current old networks are all mostly analog, or we call YAM networks, phones and what have you. Coming first quarter for next year, we are going to roll out a very major network. Our first target is to roll 1 million subscriber network in all the 275 district constituencies in Ghana. We're going to focus first on providing device network where smartphones, tablets, and laptops, and smart TVs will be rolled to be able to connect many homes. Students, our major in the tertiary, our major priority. Teachers, our major priority. Government workers, our major priority. Both working in the national security, the military, police, in immigration, customs, and others, and also health sectors, and also education. These are three major areas we are going to focus on for the next quarter of first quarter.
Right.
Our factory is one of the major.
Great. I was just going to ask, for those who are listening and hearing about the Smart City project for the first time, and with the authorization granted by the NCA, how is this project going to be beneficial for our country economy-wise?
Okay, if you look at most of the things the budget is talking about, the budget is focusing on issues about the youth empowerment, basically, entrepreneurs. Today, most of the youth today, all that they need, in the world, post-COVID, is to be able to have smart devices and unlimited internet connectivity. So we are going to boost this economy to push the country forward, so that most of the youth will get employment, from wherever they are. We're going to expand the frontiers of digitalization and connectivity. We hope that almost every district and constituency would have a smart, network, which will be powered by Facebook Express Wi-Fi via cloud, so that we're going to make sure that all the children, all the housing families, are powered with Wi-Fi. We have a very big project signed up already with the Ghana National Association of Private Schools, NACOPS, where we hope to provide 1 million tablets and also connectivity to all school children in the private schools in Ghana. If you look at what's happening in the governmental sector recently about laptops for teachers, that's a very, very good initiative. But as to whether or not the laptops meet the criteria, so what we think to do that we're trying to partner with the government to try to cure that problem. We feel that if the laptops that don't meet standards, we are prepared to trade them in, to be able to provide i7, the top of the line, to those teachers, so that they can be able to move, the country forward. If you look at the universities today, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, in his statement, what he said was that she wishes that almost all the students should have a laptop. So it's Dr. Dixon came and said, so almost all the tertiary universities, they need to be able to have common laptops, smartphones, and ICT labs for the schools. So those are some of the things we are going to be championing. And to do that, we also have a very major factory that's about to be unveiled, second quarter of next year.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the factory, because we understand that you want to take advantage of AFTA to make Ghana a smart cities hub, and that factory will play an important role.
Yes, so like I said, when we began the journey many years ago, it was about voice. If you look at many countries today, they are focusing a lot on digitalization, or what we call application and e-commerce. If you look at agriculture today, it's all about smart agriculture, so it's part of our focus. But the problem is that if you look at about the NCA report, most of the devices are all what we call YAM phones, analog phones. We need to be able to address that. That's hence the major factory, which is the biggest in Africa today, and then we are also licensed as an OEM to be the major, producer and manufacturer of smart devices in Africa today. My happiness is that for the support that NC has given to us, most of the, like Cisco, this project has been led by Cisco Technologies, the world's largest technology company in the world. Facebook, leading use, who are providing the cloud and the satellites. And we are working with Foxconn, the largest producer of iDevices like iPhones, who are also a partner in being able to produce the smartphones in Ghana. So and the factory is not only for Ghana, it's also for the whole of Africa. And this project also is a Smart Africa project. The Minister of Communication is very collaborative with us as well. We're hopeful that the e-transformation, the e-levy, and all those, make sure that eventually to move from e to a digital levy, so that more revenue. Daryl, today gold, oil and gas, and all those things are becoming what we call the old economy. So they are not generating a lot of revenue for any country now. If you look at post-COVID, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, all they've advancing in India is all about technology. So another thing that you need to read right, because what people think that telecom is machines.
Okay.
They are not. Telecommunication is intellectual property. There are legal issues and investment issues, so that you might do it properly. So this is what we are trying to do. So we're rolling next year, and we are very excited about it. So many has been done. Trial runs have been done already. And first quarter next year, we'll start distributing. We might be giving a lot of free laptops to those who will be committed to unlimited data for 2-3 years in the external world.
All right.
And smartphones. We are going to make happy homes for children to be very happy at home, so that they can have tablets and study at home.
All right, that sounds really exciting. Thanks so much for your time. We'll be tracking the progress that you make with the Ghana Smart Cities project. That was Dr. Prince Kofi Klujasin there, Executive Director of Celtel Networks, on authorization given by the NCA as Internet Service Provider. You're watching Business Live. Let's turn to another important story from the agri sector. Soil fertility decline has been identified across the country as a factor contributing significantly to low yield of crops. The Soil Research Institute of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research is introducing appropriate soil fertility and water management technologies to improve agric sustainability in Ghana. The project is with financial support from the Government of Canada through the Modernizing Agriculture in Ghana program. There's more in this report.
Maize accounts for more than 50% of the country's total cereal production. Maize production of Ghana improved from 384 tons in 1971 to 3,000 tons in 2020. This average annual growth rate represents 8.79%. Despite these efforts, the average maize yield in Ghana remains one of the lowest in the world, much lower than the average for Africa south of the Sahara. To increase maize yield in Jampokrum near Sefirioso municipality of the Western North region, the Soil Research Institute has carried out a demonstration to showcase some of its soil fertility management strategies in the region. The new technologies, biochar, organic fertilizer, and mineral fertilizer will address the rapid decline of levels of soil fertility. The technologies also improve yields and make farming profitable. Dr. Emmanuel Dugan is a research scientist and the focal person for the MARC program.
Soil fertility is declining. We continue to farm, we harvest our crops, we don't do anything to the soil, so nutrient mining occurs, and then fertility status of the soil is decreasing. That is why we are rolling out this technology, so that you can, amend or improve the soil fertility status and support the yield of maize to support our farmers. So that is what we are doing here.
He explained the use of compost, and these new technologies will amend soil losses and improve yields for farmers. Assistant Agricultural Director for Seshirioso, Ebenezer Kwano, who represented the Municipal Chief Executive, explained the program was born out of government's commitment to boost agricultural sector and tackle unemployment.
I'm sure this particular activity we are having here today will feed into the broader vision of the government to ensure food sustainability and then also increase productivity in agriculture sector to feed the populace and also export some to neighboring countries.
The paramount chief of Jampokrum, Nana Yaokumi, encouraged farmers to adopt these new technologies.
This initiative will help us. If we listen and adopt these technologies, it will be to our advantage.
A beneficiary farmer, Kojo Teria, says these new technologies will reduce costs of farming with fertilizer and afford farmers the chance to improve farming methods to increase yields.
Obedo oduawie na wade mmomura guso ye be ya asase ni monwo na ba bi so ho a ye de sebe emmo agya nan ese no so ye organic
At the beginning of the farming, we spread the rice leaves on it to keep the soil moist. We also use animal remains, the organic fert. It is also helpful.
Clinton Yaboa's report read to you.
Now, an e-waste expert is calling on government to prioritize biomonitoring and remediation assessment to ensure efficient management of electronic waste. According to Dr. Vincent Natichre, the improper disposal of e-waste contaminates the soil and has a long-term effect on Ghana's agriculture. Speaking to Joy Business, he revealed that Agbogboleshi is an area highly prone to cancer due to the proximity of urban farms to e-waste dumping sites.
The Ministry of Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, in partnership with the Environment Protection Agency and GOPA Infra, an independent international consultancy, is implementing a project themed recycling and disposal of waste of electrical and electronic equipment in an environmentally sound way. As part of educating the public, a presentation was done by Dr. Vincent Natichre at the Department of Agricultural Economics and Agribusiness, University of Ghana.
Over the years, we have been a net importer of most of our electronic products. As I mentioned, about 10% to 20% of our materials that we import in already arrive as waste. And there is a need to find ways that we can environmentally handle the waste that comes out of it. Because this waste that we are talking about contains some hazard. We've seen the issues with Agbogboleshi. Now we've moved the people from Agbogboleshi, but we are also looking for that we don't repeat what happened in Agbogboleshi at other areas that the scrap dealers will find themselves. Where these activities happen are same areas where we have a lot of urban agriculture also taking place. The release of this pollution will always find a place to settle. If it doesn't settle on our skin, it will settle on our food. Waste has become much more of a resource than a trash. So we should look at waste in these terms and look at the impact on this than just finding a place to dump our trash.
Meanwhile, Assistant Programs Officer at Environment Protection Agency, Felix Moti, disclosed that there are plans underway to formalize scrap dealing.
Currently, the eco levy, the recycling fee, is being collected at the ports, and the fund manager has been appointed to do the disbursement of the what do we call it, fund. And from the presentation, the project is supposed to pilot the act, the national framework. So currently, when the project gets to its end of life, the national system will take it up and upscale it in the whole country. And we've done a number of sensitization with the scrap dealers, the informal sector as an agency. And currently we are working with our development partners to also see how we can formalize the sector.
Ghana imports about 150,000 tons of e-waste annually from North America and Europe.
All right, some programming alert for you. That's the Joy Business Social, our last edition for the year. Coming on at the top of the hour, that's in 40 minutes. We are going to be making sense of the big stories of 2021 and look into the next year. The guests for tonight's discussion, Courage Boti, economist with Data Bank Research, Dr. Daniel Amate Enim, Executive Director, Policy Initiative for Economic Development, and Maurice Ogbete, Editor, GBC News. That's across our social media platforms at the top of the hour, 6 p.m. Don't miss it, the Joy Business Social. Welcome back to Business Live. My name is Darryl Kwao. AngloGold Ashanti Obuasi Mine has launched a 5-day trade and exhibition show in Obuasi. The show is to diversify the economy of the gold city through trade promotion. There's more in this report.
The annual trade show forms part of 3-year social management plan of AngloGold Ashanti to create market opportunities and improve the quality of service of local businesses. The show is organized in collaboration with the National Board for Small-Scale Industries and the Obuasi Municipal Assembly. According to Iman Obedo, Senior Manager Sustainability at AngloGold Ashanti, the initiative is in line with the mine's commitment to revitalize the local Obuasi economy.
We committed to invest significantly to promote entrepreneurial development in Obuasi. So we have a complete program intervention which aims at empowering people who are already doing a form of business, those who have formalized their business already, those who have not formalized their business already. The goal is to empower these ones so that we can expand the extent of business formalization and at the same time also enhance capacity for growth. So what we have seen today, which is the Obuasi Trade Show, is one of the sub-intervention under our bigger enterprise development program.
Over 300 businesses have benefited from the AngloGold Ashanti Obuasi Mines Trade Promotion Program since its inception in 2019. Obuasi District Manager of NBSSI, Kelvin Oforiata, revealed jobs have been created out of the trade show.
Yes, over the year, this is the 4th edition, I would say. The 4th time for having a trade show in Obuasi, and the impact has been the level of cohesion among the local business associations and also the business linkages that have been built amongst the businesses in Obuasi, and also the jobs that have been created out of the trade show that have been organized. So I'm very happy about the trade show.
The trade show was segmented into 3 main sections, including training program for exhibitors, market promotion, and physical exhibition. Some of the exhibitors spoke to Love Business News.
I would say it's been a wonderful experience. At least you see so many people with different kinds of products and stuff that can be of help to you. Let's say those that deal with soaps, drinks, and so many stuff.
Anita Sewajuge's report read to you.
All right, that story ending Business Live tonight. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for watching. There is more news on our website, myjoyonline.com. And we've got something exciting coming your way tonight at 7 p.m. is the Joy 9 Lessons and Carols Night. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be live on JoyNews as well as Joy Prime. So don't miss it. But if you have time, join us on social media for Joy Business Social. I'll be there to look at the big business stories for this year, 2021. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good rest of the day.